you like launch the search and search for F or R.
Maybe you still have a
Whatever
search field on, and you have the letter R in there.
Hold on.
Control and F.
Yeah.
Sounds like the
but
highlight.
I don't have that.
I don't know then.
All right. Well, I'll have to. Yeah. No search field is empty. No control F. Nothing.
Maybe this character is not supported in their browser. Maybe you have to update.
It's Chrome. All right. Anyway, well, I guess we'll figure it out. It's just annoying because it makes it hard. Like, you have to.
Yeah, it's like, why is it there?
All right. I'll be back in 1 sec, everybody.
Benjamin, your hair looks different today. What happened? It's usually like curly and with a lot of volume.
I think just the stress of winter and Christmas around the corner.
Oh,
It was my little girl's birthday yesterday as well, so we got attacked with silly string and confetti and craziness. So
you're covered in gunk then.
yeah, just life happened to my hair basically.
Makes sense.
Just reading through the boosted staking program details. That's exciting stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, let's hang on to that information just for a sec. I'll talk to you guys about it in a bit.
Save it for the show.
Secret.
No, and for after the show.
Oh.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Howdy.
Hey, Michael, how are you, man?
Doing very well. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good.
You seem to be in a nicer place than us.
Hi all, Mike, hello.
Hey, Sergey.
Hey.
Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hello, Mitya.
What's up?
Nothing.
That was pleasant conversation.
Yeah.
Wasn't it though?
I'm just realizing that Zoom added the apps if you click to the right. I know if you guys updated to the latest version of Zoom, just discovering this.
I don't see a difference.
There are polls now you can do, right?
You probably did not upgrade, Joe, to the latest version. There is a whole bunch of stuff. Everything from AI business cards by Warmly, one-on-ones, actionable meetings, agendas, whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I think you need to be careful though. This is how Vladimir ended up trapped in the Matrix last week with his video background. For those of you
I thought
who
that was
saw.
on purpose. I thought he did that on purpose.
Yeah, it's one of the new features, but I don't know why he just likes hiding himself as part of the background, I think.
Yeah.
My Zoom usually tells me it wants to upgrade, so just wait.
Yeah. Everything's pretty forceful with that.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let's go ahead and start. Right. So, hi everybody. Welcome to Everscale Community Call number 84. I know last week's call really ran heavily over time, so I'm going to try my very best to sort of move things along a little bit quicker today, if that's possible. First, just very quickly, my usual blah blah. Please turn your cameras on so we can see you. Everybody, please use the raise your hand feature to ask a question after each presenter is finished with their presentation. For those of you watching us on YouTube, please go ahead and write your question or your comment in the YouTube thread, and we'll get to it at the very end. I can see we already have a few questions that were written into us. And just a reminder, these calls are always conducted in English. So I'm going to skip over my usual 2 cents and general information because we do have a few presentations, and I don't want us repeating last week's overtime. So Mita, let's get to technical discussions and updates. As always, if you want to kick things off, that'd be great.
Sure. Let me share my screen. Right. So here is the status. So 13 version is the rest. So the master chain is running around 39.5%, which means almost 40% of the master chain is running Rust nodes currently, and almost 20% running on the work chain. We basically pushed to everyone who asked, pushed the version, and people are starting to migrate. There is also a Korean community who migrates slowly because we asked them to migrate slowly, simply not to stop the network if someone start to restarting, many nodes at once. Like as an extra precaution, I thought that we will upgrade, just to over 66 in one go. But, as you can see, there is nothing really, nothing happening, basically. Everything is tested out. I don't know why I'm like, it just doesn't matter, basically. So we are upgrading at whatever the, the speed that it's comfortable for the community. We don't care. You want to upgrade, we will push, to the public release of the node soon. There is one more patch we are preparing before we do that, and that patch relates to well, basically there is a one strange behavior of a node when it is, if it was down and then didn't receive any blocks for like more than half an hour, and then you restart the node, then you will have some logs in writing to the database. And well, it's quite obscure, but we saw that twice happened already on our nodes for some reason that they went down. Doesn't matter, like probably, not critical at all, but we still want to kind of fix it. We know how to do that. The fix will be coming. Again, not critical. You can continue to upgrade your nodes. No security vulnerabilities or anything like that. Other than that, everything is just fine. No. Looks good. What can I say? So the Rust upgrade, hope to finish that by the end of the week, though, nevertheless. I mean, once we fix that small issue, we will look at this, and we will then push the public with the fix already. We will release the patch into the to the validators that has already been did the upgrade. So, and yeah, let me call everyone. I mean, sooner or later you'll have to upgrade. We still see the blocks number version 6 and sometimes even 5 on the network. I mean, I know that you probably don't listen right now, but if you do, I mean, your nodes are not validating anymore, guys. You just simply, basically because there is no slashing, you are still presented on the network. Otherwise, you would be starting losing your money. So I'm calling you, like, stop doing that. And if you want to upgrade to Rust directly, because it doesn't matter, your nodes are not validating, please write me or write in the channel, tag me, do something. I will give you the Rust node. You will be happy, believe me. I don't know. It's good stuff. Really, it's like it works. It's nice. And we will be switching to the new nodes anyway, and then we will turning we will be turning on the slashing once, and you will suffer, believe me, badly. So it's better if you start upgrading your processes in the DevOps part. Sooner or later, it will happen to you anyway. So nevertheless, I mean, if you want to upgrade now, please write me directly. I will give you what to do. There are great scripts. There's wonderful scripts from Sergey Turin and from Ton Labs. If you want to use them, I mean, it's really easy. It's not that complicated. You have a great support in chats. You write directly to any of our DevOps. You write to Sergey Turin. You write in the channel. You get the support. I mean, come on, guys, let's do that. We're almost there, and we're already preparing the next patch. So we're already working on the next patch, which will make these nodes absolutely non-compatible with C++ design. And this patch is coming really quickly after upgrading all the nodes. We will turn on certain features of the Rust network, which are not presented in C++, and there will be no more compatibility at all. So again, please do upgrade, come to me. We will talk, and everything will be, everybody will be happy. Thank you.
You're an exclusive dealer of this stuff.
Please use the raise your hand feature. Sorry, I'm gonna start doing that.
Dealer of that stuff, yeah. But
go ahead, Ivan.
He said it all.
Okay. I am going to start being a little more strict, but okay. Thank you, Meet. Right. Okay, so moving right along. So we have a couple of very important things to talk about. Meet is going to continue. We're going to talk about a little bit of a tit for tat comparison between Everscale and other blockchains, because, I know that most of you already know the differences, but the fact of the matter is the world just doesn't. Nobody else does. And it's becoming very frustrating. It's kind of like when you have a Ferrari and somebody's got like, I don't know, I don't want to name a car. Somebody has that car and they get mad at me, but, and nobody knows about this. So, blockchains with lesser performance are getting all the attention and we're not. So Mita asked that we give them a few minutes to basically sort of run through really all the features that we have and all the different things that we can do. And it's everybody's responsibility, each and every one of ours responsibility, to get out there and really let people know about it. Because without that, we're just relying on, on wishes and dreams to make it happen. So Mita, please continue.
All right. So this is another topic, another nice one. And I said, we have like a lot of whining I hear from different people in our ecosystem, which says we don't have this, we don't have that, this is bad, this is whatever, and the surf is not good, the developer tools are not good, we're lacking this and we're lacking that. Yeah, of course we're lacking this and we're lacking that, but I want to put that into perspective somewhat. And so I'm just going to take a couple of minutes of your time. And first, I want to talk about the infrastructure that we have, but I don't want to compare it with other blockchains. I will compare it with something else, and I'm sharing my screen now. This is Google. Okay, that's a Google search stats. So Google, it's written here. Google was founded in September '98. By that time, there was a computer in the basement somewhere in the, Larry's apartment or something. Don't remember exactly. And they served about 10,000 search queries per day. In September '99, which is a year past, right? Google served 3.5 million search queries daily. Does this number sounds like, looks impressive to you? Tell me, is that impressive? I don't know. By that time, a year past, 3.5 million queries Sound like impressive to me, right? So I'll reshare my screen now. I will share you my, it's our internal documents. Transparent stuff. So you'll see everything now. And that's the stats about our cloud infrastructure. And remember that we're not alone. There is also Broxus.
We don't see that. Sorry,
you don't see that yet because I didn't switch yet. Thank you, Evan. So pointing that out, you will see it. Don't worry. Yeah. So remember, it's not the whole thing, the whole Everscale stats. It's only our tiny TonLabs cloud, right? We have a lot of other solutions, and again, Broxus solution, and I know some people running their own. So it's not the full thing, right? This is main network, GraphQL API metrics. You have requests and you have queries, and you see here, this is number of requests we started from. It's January, right? This year, 23,087 million queries weekly. Year past, remember that Google number. We're here. $440 million queries a week. Almost 3 million subscriptions. That's a constant updates on the account states. 3 million. This impressive numbers to you?
And 99% uptime.
Yeah, but who cares? That's the that's the tools and the cloud we're delivering. You need to understand, like this is something to say not only about our tools, about this. I mean, what are these queries? Like what? Yeah, people are not doing anything with this blockchain with almost 500 million queries a week. Really? I don't know.
Yeah, what applications those queries represented by?
All sorts of applications. The cloud is used by just our applications. We talk about Surf. We talk about TonLive, which is sitting on it, right? And we talk about independent developers. So let's see the developers. NetOnDev, we started with 8 million queries on NetOnDev, running like 17 million. Of course, it's going up and down. There's someone testing some stuff. We have almost, 1.5 million subscriptions. And of course, you see a lot of failed queries as well, because like that's a testnet. Yeah, let's see some other stats. Client GS usage. Ton SDK started with 335 clones when we started counting, right? Running to like 600 clones a week, 700 clones a week. That's over 1,000. It's a steady growth. You can see this is a steady growth, and it's a year end. You see like last 4 weeks, you can see more or less here. You see the visits are increasing. Like these are all development tools. CLI started with like 240 clones. You have more than 1,000 clones. This, if you go average on this 4 weeks, you can see the real growth happening. This is a growth story for me. And the story is validating many things that we do as an ecosystem. and an extensive infrastructure work that has been done over the last year and a half, 2 years, with starting from compilers. We should not forget that. We have incredible compilers, compilers that used day by day and delivers with the ideology of released fast, released often, releasing every week new features. We tend to forget these things, but we see that there is a real usage coming. I mean, this application starts, all of this application starts from the compiler. Without compiler, there would be no applications whatsoever. Nobody would do anything. I ran, especially before that talk, I ran a Solana dev tools like flow, or the developer flow. And again, despite the fact that, yeah, maybe we have some, some things which maybe we should have more tutorials or things like that. But if you compare what we have with what Solana has, I mean, we're still like miles ahead. And you have to remember that this blockchain is more complicated than programming on this blockchain is more complicated than programming on Solana. It requires real change in the developer's mind. So this growth goes on top of that developer's mind change. A year ago, we didn't have, like, we had more 2-3 teams developing. Right now, we all know there is a nice ecosystem of developers we all know and love around this. We have just informal verification, subgovernance. We have like 4 or 5 teams right now working on that. I mean, which blockchain does have that? We have, we're absolute leaders in formal verification among in all of the blockchains, without any like question, even miles ahead. Ethereum is now, it was a workshop of Ethereum about formal verification with Vlad Zamfir is like presenting there. Vlad Zamfir probably is like far from formal verification as I am from the, ballet of Bolshoi theater. And that's just starting the effort there. There are some formal verification teams, of course, in other blockchains, but the work that our guys is doing and the mind-blowing tools that some of the people in the formal verification subgovernance developed, for example, Provendo, that will be presented beginning hopefully next week. You will all see. I mean, it's just amazing. And then you have the stories of the formal verification companies, right? Like Certic, which goes ballistic with the Sequoia investing in its token, and it's even a not formal verification, because Certic is really just an audit basically company. Our problem is not our infrastructure, and our problem is not our developers' tools, and our problem is not our documentation, and our problem even is not our adoption. Our problem is only one, that we are not tokenizing it. We're not making it, like, we're not exerting the value of that. That's our problem. Nothing else. And people who start switching the attention of the community from the real pain to the unreal bullshit arguments need to go. They just need to come up, pack their stuff, and fucking go. Because that really, really disturbing. It's disturbing developers who are doing amazing job every fucking day. These people need to be ashamed of themselves. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Does anybody have a question for me? Thank you, Mita. I think a few people got spanked today. All right. Let's move on to happy things. We have our next presenter, which is Sam from Metadues. That's Metadues, as in meta plus sort of pay your dues, which is a really cool project that I'm actually personally interested in. And it's a dApp for recurring payments on Everscale. So Sam, I see you're with us. If you're ready, please tell us some more.
Hi all.
Hello.
Sure. Just a second, I will share screen. Yeah, and I will really shortly tell you what we are building here in Everscale. And it's a so-called subscription marketplace or the decentralized web. Yeah, and it's like I can just support Mita's word that the only possible way to build such system is Everscale. We did a lot of research. Is it possible to build even on layer 2 solution? And no, it's not possible. It's not possible to build such system which can scale payments, recurring payments in such a way as it's possible to do in Everscale. And yes, like in our system right now is only MVP deployed to test network. And I'm going to show a short demo of how it's working, what can we do here, and what is like on the back end of this app. If you will go to our website, you can read the white paper and visit our dApp. There you will see some kind of catalog of subscriptions, my subscription tab, and services. So there are two kind of like customer of this dApp. It's users which want to subscribe for some service, and service providers which can register your any business even on chain and or off chain to monetize them using recurring payments. And our mission here is to adopt the subscription model in crypto space, like in the same way it's used in legacy web. Yeah, for example, if you are a service provider, you can go here, register a service, choose a category, period, cost payment, enable billing for a service, and register here in a catalog. All service registration or subscription is a deployment of smart contract, which can then be found by code hash. And that's why this system is so scalable as Everscale is. So there is no any additional layer here, just subscription services and smart contracts inside Everscale. Then you register a service, you can go into catalog and subscribe here. And again, subscription is a smart contract deployed to blockchain. I don't want to show you to spend a lot of time, but I welcome everyone here in our community, in our website, Telegram chat, to make any input as possible, like some support, some advices, because right now we are going to, we have to do two critical things. The first one is to audit our smart contracts to make sure they are secure, and then finish with tokenomics, and then we will be ready to go to mainnet. We are also welcome every businesses who want to test this model, who wants to integrate with us, because we also provide a library which can be easily integrated into any application to get some information about subscription inside the Everscale based on our system. For example, there is a service here called Demo. I'm subscribed on this service. And this is just a simple Vue.js application. And then if I click here, sign in with my email, I will see the status here is subscribed through. All this information is created from a blockchain, and it's just an example how easily we can register some service and integrate the bit based on our platform. Probably that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Sam. Does anybody have a question? No one?
Awesome stuff.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, that's kick-ass.
Yes, I have a question, but only a comment. Yeah, we researched this product, and I was wondering because it was a fully independent product, and guys did it during some months, and it's first product where I want to invest personal money in our ecosystem. I'm talking now not about Evers, I'm talking about USDT and BTC.
Thank you very much for your feedback. Thank you.
Yeah. Do you want to maybe drop a link to your site into the chat?
Sure, I will.
Good stuff, Sam. That was good. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay, let's move on. I know there's a bunch of community questions and different chats and everything about a possible new website that a team is developing. And everybody wants to have sort of a sneak peek as to how it might look. Now, originally we were going to have one of our familiar gentlemen presenting, Nikita, but unfortunately he had to fly. He's on a plane right now, and so we had to ad hoc. And Vladimir is here, but I think he knows as much about it as anybody. So
yes,
Vladimir, if you can, maybe walk us through it.
Yeah, hi guys. Yeah, we launched the website yesterday at night, and I think we did like 80%. The part about the ecosystem and about is still being developed. We also plan to improve the illustrations. A lot of teams are working to improve illustrations. Some of them will be even 3D. But we decided, because a lot of investors are coming into the ecosystem right now, and they were really waiting for the website, we decided to launch it yesterday. Because this week, a lot of people will be looking at it. A lot of people are looking at our presentation. So this is the reason why we had to launch a better version ahead of time. But Nikita and the team told me that they promised to finish it till the end of this week, and all the kind of improvements that you see, all the bugs that you find, please send it to the website group, send it to Web and Design Sub-Governance. All of these people are involved. We are happy to see all your kind of features and bugs that you find in current website, and we'd be happy to get it to the next level. So.
Thank you. Thank you, Vladimir. Now, obviously, there'll be a better presentation coming soon, but essentially, there's a bunch of people working on it. And for those who had a chance to see a bird's eye view of it, it's freaking awesome. Anyway, that's just my personal feeling. Thank you, Vladimir, very much. Does anybody have a question?
Thank you. Yes, if you have.
Okay, well, you'll check it out. Go to Web and Design Sub-Gov, check it out, and you'll see for yourself. All right, we're chugging along very nicely today, so it's working out. Next up, we have Dmitry or Dima, if that's okay if I call you Dima, from GamePadBot. And for those of you who might recall, GamePadBot is one of our partners that came on board just this past summer. And as far as I understand, they've made some really great strides in terms of integration. So I'm very excited to hear it. Dima, why don't you tell us about your developments?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Everscale community. It's Dmitry. You can call me Dima, no problem. And yeah, Dima and GamePadBot in the house. Just let me share my screen just in a sec. Can you see my screen now?
Yep, we can.
I would love to give you like a short overview of what we already have on our staging. And we're gonna release that in 2 days on Thursday. So we had like problems with, it's all about development, and development is quite tough. And we had some problems with our games actually, but right now we have 15 games in place. And I'm gonna walk you through and give you just a short demo in order you have a like understanding how bot works. So it all starts, and the only way to logging and authorize in the app is to go to Telegram, and here you start your bot. Sorry, it's on staging. We still have some problems, and we need to debug that, but it's all good. Here you can see a short video without. That's actually our guy. He's like from our team, from design team, and you can see a nice video that shows you how you can earn money on GamePadBot. And then you click play and you go through to the web actually, and you're already set up and authorized. And here you can see your profile and the amount of money that you earned so far. Here you can see like last 5 new games that were added to the platform. And basically right now we support 15 like super like hyper casual games. So this is like the sneak peek of them. I'm gonna show you one of the games just later. Here you can see the tasks for our players which they can complete. Just a sec, I'll turn on English. So okay. Yeah, so right now we have localization. Yeah, we need to fix that one, but it will be fixed in production. So you can invite friends and earn money, like, and you can like get your turn surf, like Everscale surf. We're gonna fix that as well on production, and you get prizes for completing that tasks. So this is one of our competitive like scenarios where you can participate in a battle, in a high score battle. And once you play one of the games, so here you can play all of these games, and you hit the records, and the player that gets the like maximum amount in records get the first place and get the biggest prize. I'm gonna show you one of our like gameplays. So you start playing this game. Here's the leaders of this game, and you can play it here. It's pretty easy from the beginning, but of course it's getting worse and worse. So you need to, yeah, something like that. I think it's quite obvious. It's hyper casual games, and after that you get the amount in leaderboard. Unfortunately, I was not so good at these games, but here's a leaderboard, and now this guy lower grade will get 5,000 like coins, and that you actually can withdraw in Everscale or in fiat, no problem. And once the high score battle comes to the end, and it will take 10 hours to go to the end of high score battle, and it starts every day. And this is the amount of prizes that we like that actually prize fund. Yeah, actually what I want to show you, we have also got like here you can invite new members to your team and also get rewarded for that. So it's also made in Telegram. So you get this link inside your Telegram and you can invite friends. Yeah, and the last thing I want to show you is like, here's your profile, and this is the amount of money that I've managed to win in the battles and completing the tasks. And I can withdraw this money in Everscale with like, you can see the amount of money that you get, your status at the moment, and how much money you need to earn more in order to withdraw. Right now, I cannot do that because I need like more money. I need more money to withdraw. And of course, you can do that in rubles, but you need to get more money. You need to get 25,000 coins, which means like $10 in fiat to withdraw this money. This is basically it. We have basic things like, here's a wallet where you can connect your wallet here. And yeah, that's basically everything that we've prepared so far. We are looking forward to new ways to integrate like other engagement ways for our players, like NFTs, or ability to buy something with like cryptocurrency with Everscale inside the app. And Thursday, if everything goes well. So that's it. Thanks. That's it from my side. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Dima, thank you so much. Questions?
No problem.
Okay.
All right.
Questions. Listen, great presentation.
All right. I hope it was whether bad presentation or good and nobody understand anything, or it's good enough and no questions, right?
I think it was great. I think it was wonderful. The main thing to take away from this is, of course, is it's working, and it's, you know, it's almost a completed project and a great use case, and I'm very happy.
It's alive. It's alive in staging. I can send you staging, but you know, I'll better wait for the good version to show the community on a production, and we're gonna have maybe you will be our users. I mean, we have tournaments and we need users, and it's gonna be alive and real people gonna play, not like developers or this guy from design team. So it's gonna be real people playing this. So it's pretty awesome. I mean, there's lots of traction in our chat, so please like play with our app. We'll be happy to get your feedback, any ideas. If you have like any kind of integration with GamePadBot, we'll be happy to discuss that, and any feedback will be super appreciated by me and the team, of course.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Dima.
My pleasure.
Okay, look, we're making great time today, which makes me happy, but I already see there's a bunch of questions that are going to come at the end. So look, our dearest friend Ben was unable to be here last week because there was a storm, as I understand, in the UK. So let's finish off with our favorite closing segment. Ben, the Brit, with his chunky bits. Go.
With my nice chunky bits. Yeah, let's just say that the storm last week was absolutely horrendous. I've not known anything like it since I was a kid over here, to be honest. So yeah, apologies for that. I'll make this short and sweet as ever. Right, so this week I've been doing a lot of work with my good friend Anastasia, working towards the KWPC. Basically, we're waiting on a couple of confirmations on final dates for Flex and such and things, pieces of the puzzle all to fall together. But a few very productive conversations, got some really exciting startups in the line. Yeah, really, really good stuff. I'm getting excited for the new year about this. My favourite topic, obviously, podcasts I didn't get to mention last week, was the last episode of Series 2 of Nevermind the Shitcoins. God, it was raucous. It was raucous. Alex will tell you himself. All of us were pretty much blushing by the end. Which leads me to a bit of a call ahead of Series 3. What I'd really appreciate is a little bit of feedback from anyone who's been listening, or if you haven't checked it out yet, check it out. Let me know what you think. I'm hoping to upscale things for Series 3, maybe rejig things around, see what's working, see what isn't. So, like I say, any opinions whatsoever, greatly appreciated. Moving on from that, though, Hackernoon's decentralized internet writing contest released some more results the other day. There's some really cool stuff going on. The number of articles from our people does seem to be falling off a little bit, guys, so don't forget there's some big prizes out there. And obviously all these people who are entering the contest and getting involved are, coming on board with us. Their prizes are in Ever. So huge stuff, and really good to support these people, talk to them, find the articles, etc. Darkwing will appreciate me saying this as he tentatively strokes his beard there, my friends. The workshops at the Academy have been rolling with full force. There's been some really good ones lately. Tutorials for Blender, which have been really cool. Tutorials all about dbots. Obviously things are a little in the air over the past couple of weeks, but Darkwing, can salute you, sir. Things at the Academy are still, you're educating people with passion. I love that. Right, so there's still loads of developer contests going on as well at the minute, guys. So, obviously, like I say, sub-governance models are a little bit here and there at the moment, but there's still a lot of developer contests which need calling out to. So if you know developers, if you are a developer, don't forget to go over to the Gov interface. And finally, Discord. It's been a bit of a soft launch at the minute, but yeah, come on, guys. Telegram's a little bit hard to use. We've got 7,000 million different Telegram chats and about 100 people speaking here, 50 people speaking there, 20 people over there. The sooner we kind of, make Discord the hub of operations, it's just going to be a lot easier for you guys. It's not for me, it's for you. So, yeah, join us. And that's it from me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Ben. Those bits were very chunky. Awesome. I want to just, so we're going to go to questions first to YouTube, but before I do that, I've noticed there's, of course, a lot of commotion about sub-governances, right? People, it's the old he said, she said. Everybody just assumed that all the sub-governances are going to disappear. That's just not true. I want to make that absolutely clear. I'm sorry, Darkwing, I see you have a question. I'm going to get to you in just 1 second. I have to make this one quick announcement. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second.
Question, just a little.
Okay, can you just 1 sec?
Yes.
So I just want to make sure it's very, very clear. It's not about dissolving the sub-governance model in whole. It's about just applying those that work. And of course, we know that some do, and you have nothing to worry about. The only difference, the only thing that's going to change is it's not going to be done the same way it was done before in terms of, you submit your presentation, your report, and then, the whole community comes and decides to let the giver give you tokens. Right now, what we're going to be doing is there's going to be a foundation set up, and it's already basically set up. And Sergey Shashas was here. He's part of that foundation. They're working on that, and it's just going to come from a different source. So if yesterday somebody came through the back door, today they're going to come through the front door. So it's going to be a little different, and the evaluation is going to be done by people who are seasoned professionals, right? So they're going to basically assess it, give a real good assessment as to whether or not it should continue, and then the foundation will decide whether or not to give it to you. So it's not that they're disappearing, just the process is different. So I want everybody to just relax, take it easy. If you're doing well, you will continue to do well. So I just wanted to make that quick announcement. Sorry, Darkwing, go ahead.
Yes, I just want to say some sentence. First, I would like to support Metaverse because I want to say that there is some kind of developers, geeks maybe, who are ready to do what they are interested in, regardless of the easy access to it. They are difficult to find, and but what I want to say that such people are ready to develop something despite the difficulties. And in my experience, most of such people they are very creative people and capable of making cool applications and unusual applications, which is more and important. And something what can all we believe that if there will be more such people, and then and only then, in my opinion, the network will develop, because after such people will do something, it will attract more ordinary developers who by that time will already have several, they will see some successful projects as an example, and they have some motivation to do something despite everything, despite have good documentation, despite anything, because real geeks, they will do something not only because it has some good documentation or something like this. They will do it because they want to do, because it's something cool and unusual. That's what I want to say for support. And by the way, yes, thanks, Ben, that you mentioned about our workshops, because you can go to YouTube and just write Everscale Academy. That's all. We have our special link, Everscale Academy. That's all. I think, yes, it's a very good initiative because I'm very proud of one of workshop. It's about how to start developing DBots just in 1 hour, without not pre-installed software or something like this. You just watch this video and start in 1 hour. So welcome on our YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent. If you could please put your hand down. Does anybody have a comment or question before we get to YouTube? Okay, 1 sec. Let's get to our YouTube guests. All right, so Mita, this one's for you. Let's see. Can you please explain what the real risks, what real risks will the staker have after the launch of slashing? How do we assess these risks? How do you explain the degree of risk to people? No one seems to really understand this. Mita. Mita.
Sorry. Yeah, it's really simple. Like your validator need to validate your validator node. Okay, I'm talking about validator node needs to validate, right? And do the good job of doing this. And you need to, as a staker, if you're not running your own node, then you just need to be aware of the things that your validator node does, and that means that like you need to keep track of what all these things, and this is because this concerns your money, right? So that's all. I mean, the slashing is just a way to penalize the validator who is not doing their job. Of course, if you stake your money behind the validator which does not do their job, then you don't need to do that. Don't do that. What else to say? Like it's quite simple. So keep track of that. Stake with validators which do their job. Keep track on their performance, and you'll be fine. Also remember that in the pools, whatever the form the pool with the new election mechanism will be, the slash first it slashes the validator stake, and that's why the requirement is the validator stake needs to come first. Like you have to have validator stake in order to to be validating on behalf of other people's money. So your stake will go first. So the validator will suffer first anyway. So in generally speaking, if they're not completely negligent, like they just set up their node and went away for, I don't know, surfing, pardon my yeah, and they don't care, then they will lose the money, and then you will start losing money. But whole proof of stake blockchain is based on assumption of the normal behavior of the actors in the economy. So like if they don't want to lose their money, they will do their job. Very simple.
Thank you for answering that, and more for you. And there's a few more, but we have a comment coming in that says, Mita, that was a great story. I think referring back to the tit for tat comparison that you expounded upon. Good story, but explaining the lack of marketing and absence of public attention, but it's fully reflected in the token. No one even cried about the mainnet outage. Even the funds and the initials don't. Then goes on to say, mention the project in their portfolios. Why so? If it's only about SEC consequences, then there really will never be another chance for Everscale. This is the last chance, basically, is what gentleman's saying. He goes on. Let me.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, says I see strong B2B expertise from Ton Labs, and Ton Labs friends, but not B2C degen hype, which is really necessary, even for liquidity, farming, really good yields. Why doesn't Cointelegraph shout about that, etc.? And finally says, when will Everscale start an international marketing campaign, and in what way? Not to be forgotten as some Russian-speaking community project, which it isn't, of course. And he closes with, passion is nothing without exact needed actions. How do you respond to that?
Well, very simply, I didn't speak about marketing. And I think you missed a little bit of a point. I didn't say a word about marketing. I said tokenization. I said, investment. So these things, I didn't say about marketing. Because marketing of what? Marketing for what? This is the question about marketing. There's nothing, like, you don't go and just, it's a little bit, how you call it in English, like grandmother talk. You have a project, why nobody uses it? Oh, do some marketing. In reality, it doesn't work like that. You need to understand what your audience is and what it wants and what it means to use. First of all, and it's a lot of, like, you're starting from this wrong assumption, what I said, and, well, in my opinion, and coming to the wrong kind of outcome. And that's what's happening a lot with the recent analysis. Actually, I know people that are deeply involved in Everscale doing wrong analysis and getting into the wrong outcome in the end, simply because missing some nuances. You said that people like B2B and not B2C. Well, this is not true, simply speaking, because the usage of Surf, which is B2C technology, is surging. It's 700% up yearly, and it's really, really used by a lot of people. We see on every metrics we have on the Surf usage is exploding. So now, what does it mean? Is it millions of users? No, it's not millions of users, because you cannot just go and market Surf, go publish a New York Times, I don't know, whatever reason, New York Times keeping into my mind was a shitty newspaper. So posting
Yes, it is
horrible newspaper. So you go and put an advertisement on the full page of this horrible, shitty newspaper, and you say, okay, let's advertise some surf. No, nobody will use surf. Doesn't matter how good the application is and what is the user experience there, because people, they use something when they need something. Okay. And they need something. So what is the need? I mean, what does it mean people are using Ethereum? Why do they need Ethereum? Well, they don't need Ethereum. What they need is making some money. And Ethereum allows them to do so. As Ethereum has the most horrible user experience you can ever imagine. This is just total nonsense. Like, it's nonsense. We are in 2020, end of 2021. This is the user experience of 1975, if there was a user experience by that, I don't know. Unix type of machine was better, actually. Unix was better than Ethereum. This is horrible shit. Like, Unix performed much better, actually, on the shared stuff, shared operating system used much better experience than the Ethereum. And Ethereum cost much more than Unix in those days. So we are really using a 70s technology, less than 70s technology right now in the blockchain. And people are using that, and we're saying, oh, it's exploding and exploding. So what exactly, why are they doing so? And is the Ethereum, does it mean that Ethereum is very good in B2C? No. It's shitty B2C. It's not a B2C even. It's B2 nothing. So people are using that because, because there are tokens which grow in price. Imagine that. So the question is not where is our B2C technology or where is our marketing? What do you want to market? Surf? Nobody will, that won't help. You need something to market. And what is that? And that's what my point was. We have amazing applications, amazing companies, amazing technologies. What we don't have is this thing that actually makes this technology usable. And that means tokens people can speculate on. I mean, let's face it. That's what's happening in crypto, like whole crypto industry. Trillions of dollars of speculation, which is totally fine. But in order to speculate, you need to have this speculation vehicle. We don't have it. We have a single, like, it's funny, like, we're a blockchain, 1.5 years of development, we have one token. It's bridge token from Broxus, which is kind of tradable. One, guys, one. No, it's not funny. Okay, it's even not funny. One token, think about that for a second. What people are going to do with all this great technology that we built if they cannot buy anything? And it's not about Ever on the exchanges from my perspective, because Ever on the exchange. So we had some exchanges here or there. So it brought any, like, from my point of view, putting Ever on as many exchanges as you like you can bring it to Binance and it may do something to the price because some people buy it, but that will not create an ecosystem and it will not be sustainable. In order for that to be sustainable, it needs to have an internal vehicle, internal money supply, internal movement of money. That's what made Ethereum so great. The use case of the Bitcoin as store of value, use case of Ethereum is speculations on crypto assets. We don't have crypto assets except one. Just think about that. Why we have such a great use cases. We have FIDE, we have Kamaz now. I said in the marketing chat of Everscale, I posted a screenshot of a Ever price before the FIDE announcement, and I said, okay, it was sarcastic comment. Let's see how this price jumps 3-folds, 5-folds, 10-folds after the announcement of FIDE or after the release of FIDE NFT. Did it? No. Why? Because it doesn't give a shit. These things that we're doing, NFTs, use cases, commas, FIDE, whatever, won't make an impact on the token price, period. Mark my words, put it on the wall. That's what's going to happen or not happen for a, okay? It's just fact. Face it. What we need is tokenization. Guys, we need decentralized exchanges. We have Swap. Now Flex is coming. We need to start tokenizing, creating internal assets for projects we're doing, and then funding those. And then you will see price exploding if we're successfully doing that. And we have great projects. And that's what we need to do. And it's quite actually simple. We were going to publish a paper with Andrei Lashin. We're doing that sometimes, you know. So this paper, because I put my attention with the launch of KWT, you saw that I put my full attention actually to this. And you know, there are many people who saying with you need to put attention to the node. Node is fine, believe me. I built this that works like a charm. Like the development process in Ton Labs is impeccable. It's the best I ever seen. So don't you worry about our technology. Now my full attention turned actually is tokenization. So we're putting a paper. We actually did it already. I'm just finalizing it now. It's a tokenization framework and a fund management, automatic decentralized fund management framework. We will put that out in the next couple of weeks, maybe next week. It depends on our internal processes in Ton Labs, unfortunately, because people are not happy me doing some stuff. Once that's finished, we will put that framework out. Hope you like it, and hope it will make it easier for you to tokenize your projects, to bring them to decentralized exchanges inside the ecosystem. And with the help of DeFi Alliance and all these guys that are working very hard now on bringing that to external investors, we can together then market this, only then. I hope I made myself clear.
Amen. Yes, you did. Quite clear. Don't run away. We've got a bunch more questions. So all the presentations are done, guys, but we have questions. We have to get through them. I know I said we'll do this quickly, but when there's questions, it's important. So, so the first one, sort of off top, when are we going to hear more about KWT?
You will, or Ben just said, but you will hear more than KWT. You will hear a lot about KWPC in the coming weeks, and that doesn't stay just with KWT. So wait for some news.
This question is not just for you. This is also maybe for Sergey and maybe some of the other folks on this call. Alexander, what do you think about USDT token on Everscale?
I think it's still too early for us to start to run directly because we're a small ecosystem. When we will be minimum 10x more like ecosystem, after it we will be ready. But now it's too early.
Too early.
Yeah.
Too early. Meta never tires of surprising us. That's a fact. All right. Let's run through these that one of our community members wrote in. So he's got a bunch of questions in a row. They're mostly for you, Mita. Have you ever thought about making a layer 2 copy of Ethereum? Because he says that it might simplify the transition to Everscale for developers.
We already layer 2 for Ethereum, and for that, I mean, Sergey can answer more on that. But we already layer 2, I think, for all of the EVM-based chains, like with the bridge. So, like, consider that done. I don't know. Do you want us to submit some proofs into the Ethereum mainnet? That's the whole point. I mean, this is the difference between layer 2 solution to Ethereum and some not layer 2 solution to Ethereum. As layer 2 solution to Ethereum produce some proofs to the Ethereum network. Why won't you just make that project and run with it? And it will just be that Everscale is suddenly a layer 2 solution for Ethereum as well. I mean, what's the problem? Do it.
Yeah, he's basically saying that his feeling is that over a period of 2 years, it'd be possible to educate developers of the benefits of writing smart contracts on Everscale.
Yeah, I mean, because as I said, if you think that layer, I don't know, Sergey, do you want to expand on that? I mean, if you think that layer 2 solution on Ethereum is valuable for Everscale, just do the bridge to the whatever, do the smart contract set.
Yeah, but we did
Yeah.
bridge it and swap and support in our wallets. And for us, it's a start point for attract liquidity from different network. It's not only Ethereum and it's not only VM. We will declare yet another network. And I think it will be a big surprise for all. And but for me, it's the main goal is aggregate liquidity from another network and set up digital assets under this liquidity, but in our network. It's our primary goal.
Yeah, and you see again you're missing the point again. Like when okay, let me expand on it 10 seconds. Again, you're saying like developers are coming or developers are not coming, whatever. Developers are coming or not coming. It's a function of money. I'm sorry. It's a function of the value of the network in the end. So there is no such metric developer is coming. It's not some just open source project. You cannot apply these metrics. You cannot just go to our GitHub and say, oh, you have that amount of stars, or oh, you have just that amount of forks. That does not mean anything. This is and you can, and maybe it means anything, but what it means is basically that they cannot make a project and make money on it on Everscale right now. So we need to build that for them. And that comes with the tokenization, with the ability to run assets inside the Everscale, and with the ability to liquidate, making liquidity to these assets, providing liquidity to this asset. Once that's happened, then the developers will come. It's not a function of technology or education, guys. As I said, I started from that. We have wonderful tools. We have incredible technology. People who start developing, getting understanding of the I don't know, distributed programming paradigm of all the theory, the solidity paradigm that we're building, asynchronous solidity stuff. You fall in love with that because it's really advanced things. You can build stuff which is not really possible. It's interesting to do. It's not about that. It's not about developer wanting to develop something. It's about addressable market. Nobody wants to write programs in GS. It's not that, okay, we presented GS and then people started to jump on GS because GS is such a wonderful thing. No, it doesn't matter if GS is wonderful thing or is shitty thing. People started to build on GS because this was the fastest way to get into the internet users. That's why they started to build on Apple, iOS platform, starting to, Objective-C language. Objective-C, it's a C language. It's not the easiest thing to do. It's much harder than GS. Why people jumped all over Apple platform? Well, because it was usage there. People will learn, believe me, all sort of shit just to get to the users, into the value.
That's true. That's right. They go where the money is. Mita, you are so passionate. I hope everybody
take that as a compliment.
Yeah, it is a compliment. It is. All right. Let me run through the last ones. When can we expect to switch from C++ to Rust to the Rust node fully? I think the chat's been on. It's happening right now, step by step. I'll answer that for you to keep it short, right? It's happening right now. So we're right in the middle of it. Mita's just, he's
watch from the beginning. Watch from the beginning. I said it all.
Yeah.
There are screenshots.
Yeah. That's right. It's at the beginning of this call. Is there a roadmap for the KWP project, and what are the next steps? Do you want to address that or not?
Well, I mean, it's again, there is a roadmap. We didn't publish it yet. So some of that is published. KWT roadmap is published. It's basically taking project, bringing them to liquidity over the next 30, 40 episodes. There is another additional thing that's coming, but that's still secret. Suspense.
Why did MixByte sell all their tokens and dump them on the market? Have they left the product? Okay, so dude, where have you been? Where have you been living for the last, I don't know, month and a half or 2 months? Yes, as you know, there was a reshuffling of the initial members and they're gone. And yes, they did dump them on the market, which means they didn't believe in the project. Happy trails. We have new people that came and actually bought tokens with their own money. So they're in. When will the funds come? Will they increase market cap and token price? Well, the funds are here. In fact, they're part of the initial member crew. So it's being worked on very, very aggressively right now. So, but again, I think we addressed most of this stuff throughout this call. It's kind of like saying, when's the cost of my token going to go up? Listen, it's kind of I want to sound condescending, but
you should have been waiting 5 years in Bitcoin, 6 years in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
So you have like 5.5 years still.
Oh, okay. Let's not say that. This guy's gonna go running for the. This guy's gonna go running for the hills right now. Look, listen.
I don't think we need to comment on that, really. I mean,
we don't need to comment on that. That's right. Yeah. I mean, listen, brother. Just use your head. Now's the time to buy. That's what I say for myself. What you do on your own, and we don't make financial. We don't give financial advice. You need to contact your local financial professional. Just sounded like a commercial. What happened with the sub-governances? Why did you decide to stop them? Okay, so the first question is a good question. The second question is nonsensical. Nobody stopped anything. What's happening is we're basically, as a community, we've realized that just giving away money for nothing is a stupid friggin' thing to do. So that ends a month ago. Simple as that. The ones that are doing something are going to continue to do something. They're just going to not receive their tokens from givers. They're going to receive it from a foundation. Continuing with the same thing. Will there be new contests? What should I do in the community if there is no way to earn tokens? Buy them. How's that? You ever think of that? Go buy them. That's what you do. Sorry, that's my own personal thing. I love it when people ask questions like, how do I get free money? Go do something. Go buy them or go do something. As far as new contests are concerned, contests are not going to end. Again, it's just going to be a different methodology of how we create those contests. So it's going to be done through, in other words, the contests that are going to happen now are going to be ones that are 100% effective in bringing in new users, developers, and money. If your contest is, how do I, I want to do a 1-minute video for YouTube, for a YouTube crowd, and I want 30,000 Evers for it. Yeah, good luck with that. That's not going to happen, but we'll see. So I hope that answers all of those questions. Let me check YouTube one last time before we go. If I feel that Mitya is saying something very important, but I don't understand whether he praises, inspires, or scolds. Well, brother,
it's a mix.
He's inspiring. He's inspiring by scolding. That's
I think that's how everybody feels.
This is just Mitya. He's not Everscale. He's just Mitya, and that's who he is. Get used to him. It took me years, and I'm still not used to him. So it's just his personality. He's not scolding. He's trying to inspire, but he does it by slapping you on the ass with a belt. What can I say? Some people have different approaches.
I don't do that, by the way. This
bit.
is a wrong, assumption of me.
All right.
No BDSM.
No BDSM. Okay. No BDSM. Yeah. Maybe there will be an opportunity to come to the after party and tell it in Russian. Well, listen. Hey, nobody's stopping anybody, by the way, by having a weekly community call in Russian. In fact, what you could do, which I'd love to see it, not just Russian. I mean, Russian. I know there's a lot of Russian participants. I think that this community call should be translated into every language in every country, I think that would be a great idea. Just nobody's doing it, so. If you have an idea to do something like that, go for it. I'd support you. All right. I think that does it. Even though we still ran over, we did it we got a lot in one day, and I thank everybody for coming, and I thank everybody for their participation and everything else. And wow, what a good call, and some great projects. So check those out, right? Metadues. Next week, we're going to have a couple of really, really, really cool pre-New Year's, pre-holiday presentations. So I encourage you to absolutely be here next week. So I'll see you then. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a great rest of your week and a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.
Thanks all. Bye.
Bye bye.